All right, I'm about to go on a rant. If my phone is shaky, I'm gonna try to hold it with two hands so it don't be shaky. Anyways, I'm going on a rant. So I have been paying for Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, and I also have AMC Plus. That was kind of a new thing, like I found out about this year. I don't know if it's new or what. And it has like a lot of scary stuff on it, like scary movies and stuff. Anyways, my thing is like the top shows that I loved as a kid and like as a teen and adult still to this day is like a lot of the shows are not obviously full episodes on YouTube. So I'm really shocked to have, I just got geeked to find out all of that. So Raven is on here. And I checked other shows and no, of course not. And then see on Netflix and Amazon Prime, I don't know about Amazon Prime, but like Netflix have the top shows that I love and that most people love, and that's why it costs money. My thing is, if you paying for Netflix and Amazon Prime, all that stuff should be free. I don't want to rent nothing. I don't want to buy nothing. And I collect DVDs, so I started that after just being like, cable is too expensive for me. If I was to get cable, the only channel I would pay for and want is Lifetime and AMC, which is now, I think it's still AMC. I haven't had cable for a while. I know Disney Channel has changed like its name and like Family, what was it? It was called Family something. It changed its name to, I can't even remember. But anyways, I think that's crazy because like I first of all never liked Netflix, like because all the movies they have aren't really, they be having some good movies but not enough good movies, you know what I mean? Amazon Prime is way better than Netflix, but Amazon Prime also don't have like enough good movies for me. So most of the time I have to search a whole hour to find something I like and want to see. Like, you know, it's stuff like Life Size you will never see on either one. Like, I need y'all to get it together. Movies like Glass House, The Dutch, you know what I mean? Like, Enough was that movie, and it's just now on there. Like, it's been on there for a little bit. It's like, OMG. Anyways, the top movies that I love, because I never liked stuff that like my siblings liked. Like I liked like my type of shows, and then like I liked some of my parents' shows when they were young, and like I love some of them now that I didn't like. For example, Good Times, you know, I was like, it's funny, but I really wasn't into it. I loved it. I binge watched it all on Netflix, but they didn't have the whole thing. Like, they just now getting The Walking Dead, and for a long time they had it for a little while now, but it took a long time. I basically had to I watched it from day one, but I'm talking about like at a certain point I didn't have cable. Well, my parents had cable, and when I was living on my own I no longer had it. I would see it at my ex house, or basically I got to the point where me and my ex was on and off, so I paid for it on Prime Video for like $39-$40 or something like that, and I was covered for each new one that came out. So watching it and ending was, oh my goodness, it was like, it's time, but it's always so hard. I could never really rewatch it because it brings back too much emotions. But I love The Walking Dead. It will have to be a few years from now. But anyways, the top shows that I loved, and I binge watched a lot, you know, that was on Netflix. Paramount Plus is another show, app, whatever you want to call it, with stuff, but I don't like the episodes. Like, it got Everybody Hates Chris. I love that show. You know, as a kid, my siblings loved it. I loved it too. But anyways, the commercials I can't do. They too long, and it's like two of them, and I swear it's way too long of a commercial. But anyways, the top shows, you know, I binge watched The Parkers, Moesha, Cosby Show, Bernie Mac, The Gilmore Girls, you know. But other ones that I wanted to binge watch, of course, is That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire, Martin, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Living Singles. Though Living Single is in the top one, neither is the Wayne brothers. They're good, but they're not the top ones. Family Matters, Martin, I already said Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I think already. I binge watched The Cosby Show, you know. I already said Parker's Moesha. What else? I already said Good Times, but I didn't complete it because they didn't have it on Netflix. The whole entire thing. The Walking Dead, of course. And most of it I seen on cable, on TV. But later on, after a few years of living on my own, I've been living on my own for about 7 years now. 4, 5, 6 to 7 years now. Something like that. Anyways, what's some other good shows? Full House. Seventh Heaven. Sabrina was not really, I wasn't into that. I wasn't really into Buffy the Vampire Diary. When it was on CW, when we had basic TV as a kid, we still watched it, you know, but you learned to like it, but not love it unless you loved the show. I never really loved it. It's just, I liked it only because it was the only thing, you know, on. We didn't have cable. We had, you know, basic TV. So Sabrina and like, shows like That's So 70 shows, I didn't like it at all. I mean, it was funny, but I just didn't like it. You know, it had its moments. Same thing with Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Cole. I didn't like none of the stuff my siblings liked. I just didn't. Another good show that's old is The Jeffersons. Looked funny watching it with my parents as kids, but I don't know if I would like it to this day. Another good show I loved as a kid, my parents used to watch, was Sanford and Son. Jay, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be holding it for just a little bit. And I would love it to this day. I would want to binge watch that show. But yeah, all the stuff like Phineas and Ferb, I didn't like. Shows like Saved by the Bell, I did not like. You know, and like I said, some of these shows had its moments where it was funny, but I did not like it. SpongeBob had its moments where it was some funny, but I just didn't like it. You know, I will always, my siblings always say I watched white people show. That's so racist, and they're not racist, but you get the point. It wasn't really what they watched. I mean, I don't know, but anyways, I just didn't watch I didn't like what they watched. You know, and then when we was little kids, we all liked pretty much a lot of shows. But I don't know. It's just a lot of shows I did not like even True Jackson. A lot of shows like, what was the Shake It Up? I mean, I like the dancing because I love dancing, but I never really liked the show. The one with the little black girl, what was the show called? Sky, I didn't like that show. I didn't like a lot, like Boy Meets World. I didn't like it. It had its moments, but I just didn't like it. You know, there's tons of shows that they watched I just didn't like. I'm trying to think of any other ones before I went to this bathroom. There was so many Disney Channel shows and CW shows and Disney Channel shows I did not like. You name it, I didn't like. I can't think of any more, which there was so many shows. True Jackson, you name them. It was just so many. I named all the ones that I pretty much liked. Everybody Hate Chris, I liked. What else? I can't really think of nothing else. Yeah, God bless.